Hey everyone, this is Satyam Bansal. Me and my teammate have created a Umbra Wallet, a Aztec Wallet Chrome extension as part of the Alpha Build 1, and in this video I am going to do a quick walkthrough. So let's just start with this extension that we have created. So once you install the extension and open the extension, which by the way takes some time because the extension size is about 200 MB because of the Aztec files and the scripts. So let's create a new account. By default, the extension connects to the local Aztec sandbox, which is running on localhost 8080. But for some reason, if your Aztec sandbox is not running on your machine, you can change the RPC URL in the settings. You can connect it to the remote RPC URL and whatever. Okay. So once your account is created, we can basically deploy a token. Right now, Aztec doesn't have its own token, so we can just like let's deploy the token. Okay, so we are going to deploy the Aztec ETH. And by the way, everything that you are doing, you will be able to also see the logs in a local sandbox if you're running it locally. So yeah, token is deployed, and let's mint 100 public tokens. Okay, so once you have once you have deployed the token, minted some tokens, you can set your default token right now that you want to see in your portfolio. So we have set the tokens, but right now we are not seeing any values. It does have set intervals. It fetches the balance every 10-20 seconds, but you can obviously, fetch the balance by clicking on the refresh button. Okay. So right now we don't have second account, so we can create a new wallet. Let's just create a new wallet, Shivam, and okay, let me just close this. And for this new wallet, if you basically want to send the tokens, so let's just copy this wallet's account address is copied. We can go to the send, and it also mentioned here like you are sending in a private mode or public mode. So if you let's say go here and you want to send, you can send in the private mode, send privately, otherwise you can send publicly. Since we don't have a private faucet right now, we can just send publicly. So let's send the 20 tokens. Okay. Okay, so 20 tokens sent successfully. And we should also be able to see the transaction status is right now pending, but we can obviously click on the refresh button and it will fetch the latest transaction status, which is obviously success, and we are able to see all those values, able to copy those values like block hash and everything, and hash and all the details like from which account the transaction is. And yes, so let's go to the second account and see if our balance is reflected or not. So let's just refresh it. So you are able to see your ETH is 20, you have a 20 ETH now. Okay, what we can do now is we can mint maybe, you know, so right now you might be wondering why we don't see the previously, deployed token contract. And the reason is the current wallet is not the one who deployed that contract. So in order for, need to see the deployed contract, you need to be the wallet that deployed that contract. So, okay, so now we again go to the faucet and we should be able to see this contract that we previously deployed. Now we can mint 100 private tokens, which will be minted privately to your current wallet address. Okay, and basically, yeah, it takes, couple seconds. Okay, so you minted 100 and your balance should be 100 if you refresh this. So your public balance is 80, your private balance is 100, and you want to send, let's say, 23 ETH privately to, to the address. So yes, 23 token sends privately. You are able to see the transaction status, and Wait, this one is previous one. So this one is like, still pending, but if you click on the refresh, it will be successful. Yes. So this is more or less about like, sending the tokens privately and publicly. I guess in this we focused more on the experience side of the thing, like, how the experience of the user should be when they have two different options of private versus public to make them more intuitive. Yeah, and yeah, so this is just like, simple activities, like all the activities, accounts, and settings is something that we have a lot of options. For example, this is something I think, I'm not sure we will be able to complete by the end of the submission, but this is something that we have on our roadmap, like adding the beneficiaries. So if you lost your secret key or something, you will still be able to recover the funds. Keys, so Aztec have a lot of keys like sign-in keys. By the way, I now realize spelling is incorrect. But yeah, you can basically see those, copy those, and this is just like, a bare bone UI, so we can add a whole lot of keys as needed. About faucets, tokens is something like, this is we're in terms of the code base. Also the code is very modular in everything. So yeah, so I forgot to mention one more thing, like once you even close the extension, it's not like everything is in the local storage. So everything is in the extension permanent storage, so you won't need to create a new accounts from scratch and do other things. So that is also one of the reasons. Sorry, there is a noise. So that is also one of the reason we went with the, creating the full-blown Wallet Chrome extension. Also, yeah, one more thing that we are working on right now. So if you have a web wallet, uh, if you have this, let me see if this is running. So I don't know if this is running or not, but yeah, I mean, install, let me just quickly check if it is working, then I can, you know give the show you something more. So let me just see. Okay, this does have some very minor stuff, I believe, and that is inside the wallet interactions. So if I just discard those changes, I should be good to go. Yes. So yeah. So this is just like, the bare bone UI that we initially created to test and learn more about the hashtag, which should load in a couple of seconds. Yeah. So basically the whole reason of showing this UI was to, like, we are able to inject our wallet extension. So for example, window dot, if you do Umbra, uh, you are able to see all of this methods. And we also have, a way of injecting wallets. So basically right now it's just a bare bone thing. So it's like, window.umbra.request and, method like something like this. Uh, window.umbra.request method umbra underscore request accounts. So it will basically, right now just do a simple console log, but essentially with our setup now, it's possible to inject the wallet instance. So for example, right now you should be able to see the Yeah, to do requesting wallets, it's from the background script, so you are able to see, like, it will be able to inject the instance. So yes, that is pretty much it. I realize it is already, like, 10-minute recording, so I'll just stop. And yes, please feel free to take a look at our code, which will be open source. And yeah, feel free to give us the feedback. We ultimately want to, so basically, our goal is not just this, with this alpha build, but to keep continue developing the extension, since we feel that we have this, really good, really good opportunity to create something useful for the hashtag community. So yeah, thank you for just watching the walkthrough, and yeah, looking forward for your feedback. Thank you.